How's everybody? How's everybody? How's everybody? I hope everybody feeling good for no reason at all. Operate, vibrate, emanating, exuding in the highest version of your authentic self. As for me, I'm doing the same. Stillness, abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Before I begin, I would like to say, I hope everyone enjoyed their holidays. Some are still in the process of their holiday celebrations and festivities. I understand that, but wherever you are, whoever you are, and however you do it, I hope you are enjoying it. As for me, I'm brushing it off, you know. Gotta keep moving through it. But I enjoyed meeting some new family members, you know, from different places. It was interesting, you know. And now that we got that out of the way, we're gonna get to business because we still standing our ground. I like to say, although y'all see me, this is about my ancestors. And that's gonna resonate with some people, and for some people, it's not. But I'm here for a reason. And if you're here, you're also here for a reason. Now, I don't know what that reason may be, whether it's positive or negative, because we're gonna have some of them too. But whatever the reason is, I will say this. Don't misuse your authority. Don't misuse your opportunities. Don't misuse your spiritual rank. And for many, before they get it, coming sideways at me. I'm going to say a lot of things people might not understand. I'm going to say a lot of things people may not be in agreement with. However, it's a way and it's a how to do everything. See, whatever I may let pass, my ancestors won't. Some of y'all gonna resonate with that. Some of y'all won't. But don't find out the hard way. You know, I operate in love, I operate in light, I operate in truth as it moves through me, you know, and I operate with the wisdom from my experiences as I have had them. So energetic intruders will be violated. So don't blame me. We all here with the work that we have to do according to what our experiences have afforded us to be able to do whatever work we is here to do. And those experiences to tap us into whatever gifts and talents and whatever else may be required for us to handle what we here to do. Purpose. It's called purpose. So if you're here, welcome. I hope you leave when you do depart, or when your travel with me is over. I hope you go on your way in a more higher, elevated space than you came in. You hear me? And remember, we reap what we sow, and we are. That may be good for some, that may be bad for some, and that may find people indifferent. They don't know where they are in it, but we are. It's happening. Every positive change you make, and this is important with what I just said, because every positive change that you make is causing a ripple effect. Marinating in what I just said for a minute. Every positive change that you make is causing a ripple effect in the lives of everybody who's been attached to you. So be mindful. Be so mindful to the point that everybody get put under your x-ray, get put under your microscope. Be discerning, be very discerning. It's important who you allow in your energy, and it's important who you allow back into your energy. Because you don't want to find yourself back in the same cycles. We got 5 more days, and we about to close out 2023. And for me, my 2023 already been closed out. You hear me? I'm just going through the process of the days that we have according to what's left on this calendar. You know, I say that because if you've been over here for a minute, if you're a part of the cosmic consciousness family, pardon self, if you're a part of the cosmic consciousness family, you ain't got no business talking about no New Year's resolution. You hear me? You ain't got no business talking about what you gonna stop at the beginning of the year. We've been doing resolutions all year. We've been cutting shit out all year. You hear me? I'm looking for my scissors. Yeah. We've been cutting shit out all year. We've been shedding skin all year. We've been doing shadow work all year. So we ain't got no business talking about no New Year's resolution. We should already be living it. We should already be expressing it. We should already be an example of what 2024 gonna look like. And all right now, walk with me if you hear me. You hear me? But since I spoke a little bit from my soul to our soul, that's what the day's message gonna be from the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary. For those who don't have one, I want y'all to see it. Metaphysical Bible Dictionary. We're gonna read from the soul, because that's what I was led to do. You hear me? For, this is what we looking like for those of us who've been doing what we know as shadow work. For those of us who been going through what we know as ascension. This is what we looking like. You see? It looked like he real dark, but he real light. Trust me, he real light. He gave all the world. He gave all the world back his shit, and that's what we here to do. Give all the world back what don't belong to us. You hear me? Because by now you should know you don't want nothing to do with what don't belong to you. So, the scriptures give spirit, soul, and body as constituting all of man. Spirit as I am, the same in character as divine mind or God. Soul is man's consciousness. Soul is man's consciousness, that which he has apprehended or developed out of spirit. Soul is man's consciousness, that which he has developed or apprehended. You hear me? Out of spirit. I want y'all to catch that. Also the impressions that he has received from the outer world. I want y'all to catch that, because I already spoke to it in the intro. Soul is both conscious and subconscious. Body is the form. Body is the form of expression of both spirit and soul. In its invisible forces, it expresses spirit. And in its seemingly materiality, it pictures the limitation of soul. Body is the form of expression of both spirit and soul. In its invisible forces, it expresses spirit. And in its seeming materiality, it expresses the limitations of soul. When man puts out of consciousness all limitations and realizes the perfection of spirit, his body will be perfect. Results in the redemption or spiritualization of the body. So I'm going to back it up. So, you hear me? When man puts out of consciousness all limitations and realizes the perfection of spirit, his body will be perfect. In other words, the salvation of the soul results in the redemption or spiritualization of the body. The ether, the astral, and the soul are virtually one. The ether, the astral, and the soul are virtually one. Watch how you travel. It is in this realm of the soul that ideas first take form. The soul is not the realm of God ideas, but is the second emanation in the creative law. This is the Garden of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 8, in which are all possibilities. But the supreme being lies deeper than the soul. The mind must grasp ideas in their absolute, unrelated, and unlimited degree before God can be comprehended. We must be able to comprehend the unknown at a way more vast degree than we comprehend things seen for God to be comprehended. Man is eternally one with the Father in his divine essence as the divine will. But when that will is sent forth to carry out the ideals of the Father, wisdom, a condition is set up, a state of consciousness called the soul, and its outer court called the body. The planet on which we live is a type of every man's soul. We call her Earth, Mama Gaia, Erex, and many other names. The planet on which we live is a type of every man's soul. The solid part represents the body. The electrical currents that permeate it from the center to circumference and far beyond represent the passions and emotions of man. The clouds are a fit symbol of human thoughts that have been thrown out by the discourse of unwise thinking, just like the cloud that hold all the memories and everything we do, so it can emulate and simulate us through an AI. Let me back it up so y'all catch it. The planet on which we live is a type of every man's soul. The solid part represents the body. The electrical currents that permeate it from center to circumference or far beyond represent the passions and emotions of man. The clouds are a fit symbol of human thoughts that have been thrown out by the discourse of unwise thinking. So otherwise, this cloud, let me show y'all what's going on with technology. So otherwise, these clouds used to capture and record everything that we think through the devices that we use, right? As if it was thrown out. But we're not throwing away our thoughts. We just expressing our thoughts through the devices that we have available through technology to express the thoughts that we have. But I noticed that it says the thoughts that have been thrown out by the discourse of unwise thinking. Now, some of the things that we share may be unwise and some may not, but I'm gonna leave that to you to decide according to the characteristics of your soul. All these are things and are undergoing constant change. All these are things and are undergoing constant change, or another way to say that is, all things are undergoing constant change. They appear to progress from lower to higher forms. Men have observed this progression and called it evolution, called it ascension, called it expansion. This perpetual change is symbolic of man's consciousness, which is going through just such an evolution, such an expansion, such an ascension process as is observed in the planet. The ego is building also, and these states and conditions are the evidence of his handiwork. You hear me? The ego is building also, and the states and conditions are the evidence of his handiwork. Some call it karma, some call it dharma, some call it good, some call it bad. However it's short for you, call it how you call it. You be the referee. The difference between soul and spirit, also the difference between the Spirit of God and the indwelling Christ, is as follows. The soul touches both the inner realm of spirit, from which it receives direct inspiration, and the external world, from which it receives impressions. But as man brings into expression the original purity of the divine consciousness, his soul is purified and established in its primitive innocence. The spirit is the divine center in man's, the spirit is the divine center in man and is always in the absolute. It does not become involved in effects, but stands as the creative cause of the absolute good. The indwelling Christ is the Son of God, or spiritualized nucleus within each individual, about which all our thoughts must harmonize before we can bring into expression the divine consciousness. The Spirit of God is the divine consciousness carrying out the Christ ideas. And my name is Saiwoo. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the unlikes. Thank y'all for the shares. Thank y'all for new subscribers. Thank y'all who donate. Thank y'all who do love offerings. Thank y'all for your time, energy, and effort. As I said earlier, we got 5 days left. We will be doing a raffle at the end of the month. Since I spoke to the soul, I want us to put a ghost in the comment section for this video submission. To the new subscribers, I do a shirt raffle or some type of gifting back to the community at the end of every month. You must be a subscriber. Place the proper emojis in the comment section, which will be a ghost for this video. And that's all you have to do to be submitted. Other than that, feel good for no reason at all. Feeling good is feeling God. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. And I don't think I have forgot anything. Stand your ground. I love y'all. Saiwoo.